All right, we're gonna do this. Looks like there's a pretty good protest going on behind me. I have no idea what it's for. I'm here at the Art Museum in Philadelphia, and I was just gonna be talking to you guys about, you know, the normal thing, talking to random people to try to get votes in this country one way or another, get people to wake up a little bit, and to get their perspectives, because you watch TV, you're gonna get a biased perspective. So I have some great videos for you with some people who I just met, and I think you'll enjoy going back into videos and the shorts and watching them. Now we're gonna go see what this whole thing's about, and you know, if it's too much of a sabotage, we'll roll out. All right, I have no idea what this protest is for or what this attention event is for. I just came to the Art Museum today because I'm in Philadelphia, but we're gonna go and see. And I have no idea what this is about, and I'm not associated with it. All right, for the record. All right. Sounds like a Ukraine sabotage. Let's see. All right, here we go, folks. This is going to be a good one today. Now, hold on. I'll try not to turn the phone off this time like I've ever done a live stream. There we go. And the microphone. Here we go. So check it out. Something's clearly going on down here. There's a big group of people. I have no idea what it's about. I just showed up in Philly and there's something going on, so I'm gonna go find out. But first, check out the Philadelphia Art Museum. It's beautiful. And this is what I came to show you. Check out the intricacy of the detail in the architecture. It's incredible. Sylvia, what's up? And these are the Rocky Steps. Okay, and the Rocky statue's down here. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm gonna put some up of interviews I just did that are of interviews with wrestling fans here on the Rocky Steps at the Art Museum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So welcome. Glad you're here. There we go. That's a good message. Can you tell me what this is about? I just came to the Art Museum, and if you don't want to be on screen, that's cool. I can point it over here, but I have a live stream, Pro American live stream.
It's about Putin, that he's a killer, and it's like 3 years since he tried to poison Alexei Navalny, who's like the opposition guy from Russia.
Okay,
So
I heard about that.
It's a very big deal for us, so we're trying to...
I saw your sign, that's why I came over. I heard about like Evan Gershkovich, who's imprisoned in Russia right now. He's just a Wall Street Journal reporter. He should be released immediately.
Yes.
But could you tell me about who you're advocating for? It was one of Putin's competitors.
Yes, this is Alexei Navalny, but we're kind of saying that we want freedom for all political prisoners, because
Okay.
it's like not fair, because people just against him, and he's sending people in jail, and like probably they will never get out of there.
Yeah.
Until he's still president. So
Is that what Putin does to people? He puts them in jail and never lets them out, or worse?
Yeah.
I heard about some poisoning in Great Britain just a few years ago.
Yes, and it's not a lot to do something like that.
Yeah.
We just talked about it a few minutes ago, that we're just standing here and like just standing here. And in Russia, police will beat people for just standing or like walking. And here, police just like watching us. And then they said that they want to help us while we will walk.
Okay, that's good.
And
It's
like,
nice to have
wow.
support of law enforcement,
Yeah,
and I've always had great interactions
nice
with
to
Philadelphia
feel
law
freedom.
enforcement. We should always support freedom,
Yes.
no matter what. Do you think that freedoms have been limited around the world in the last few years?
I'm not sure about the world, but it was definitely like that in Russia.
Okay. It looks like that gentleman's moving everybody away, so we were just talking about the police, and now they're here. Thanks for telling me. All right, so I don't know what the other signs in Russian mean, but I know what that sign says in English, and I'm down with that. You know what I mean? If you ever been locked up, that sucks, right? We got to free the prisoners. X-Ray America. Yeah, no punctuation, just
On Instagram?
on everything. And then there's a network of hundreds of people who send it out under a bunch of different names because it's all banned speech, you know, showing what the people say is banned. And, you know, the House Judiciary Committee said that, and Federal Judge Terry Doughty said that. That's where I'm getting my information. It's on house.oversight.gov. Yep. All right, good. It was cool to have that conversation with those people. I see people here, it looks like advocating for ending the war in Ukraine, people advocating for freeing political prisoners. I know that some of you have different perspectives related to where political prisoners can be held, whether it's within the United States or only in foreign countries. But, you know, on the last live stream, I talked about how the United States paid billions of dollars to free political prisoners from Iran. So I'm not sure what the United States paid Iran billions of dollars for, but we did it 2015 and 2016 with President Obama too. So this sign, Nidi Suda means come here. So there you go, good. Not that I know any Russian, but I know that. I had a girlfriend that used to say that to me. Just kidding, I've never had a Russian girlfriend. All right, so people are calling Putin a terrorist, and he really is. He breaks our balls pretty hard, not just in Russia. And he's holding Evan Gershkovich, who's a Wall Street Journal reporter. We demand the immediate release of Evan Gershkovich, and Putin is a little bitch. That's what I say, respectfully, to the United States military. If you guys have any messages, say it to the people. I'm live on YouTube at X-Ray America. Just trying to show truth. And it's super censored. But we have hundreds of people who send it out under a bunch of different channels. No Putin, no war, this sign says. Right? It's good to go. It's good to see other people standing up. All right?
It's on my banner.
Tell me.
The radio is on my banner. You know, this is information what American citizens should know. Yeah? Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Please
yeah.
tell me. Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me why you're here advocating against Putin, you know, and the over 500 Ukrainian children that he's killed.
Yes, of
we can
course.
keep up with them if you want.
Not only-
And you
yeah,
just tell me.
Yeah. Let's say Putin started war with himself. Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't ask the people.
Let's stay with the group though, you know what I mean? I'm listening, or maybe, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Putin started this war by himself. Putin didn't ask. Yeah. Putin is a killer.
Yeah.
I think he killed democracy in Russia. He took all branch of the powers. Yes, and he
Consolidated power.
yeah, he has eliminated all three branches of the power. Yeah, we now don't have any other branches. No judges, no three judges. For this reason, we have so many political prisoners right now in Russia. Each person who said something against Putin, who said something, for example, a few days ago, people from organization called Voice who trying to watch the elections. Yeah, they was arrested. I think because of they created a terroristic organization or they supported. You know, we should understand it's not true. It's not true. They don't support terroristic. They just want to give Russian people freedom to see what happened in elections. The next election in Russia is a president election. Yeah, Putin wants to do it one more time. Take all the power again, and again. He killed. He stole. I don't know.
Let's keep up with the group so we're safe. Thank you for talking to me. This is
Yeah.
important.
Thank
And
you,
I want to
sir.
continue to hear from you.
Yeah,
You know, it's
thank you.
important to get your perspective. When did you come to the United States from Russia?
From Russia, yeah.
How long ago?
Oh, we're here for 6 months.
Oh, so you came
no,
recently.
for 8 months. 8 months. We have.
And
already
did you
8
leave for
months.
work or school, or why did you come to the United States?
Oh, now we are here as a refugee, just because of Putin tried to find myself. You know, we have a
Uh-oh.
problem in our country because actually, I'm not sure that too many people want to go to the prison. I'm not.
Oh, I don't think too many people want to go to prison. That's true. Do you know where we're going right now?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't support Putin, and if you have your own political opinion, which another from the Putin supporter, right? Another from the government, from the Putin's government. So, with maybe 100% in the next few years, you will be abroad, or you will be in prison, or you will shut your mouth. You know, 3 ways for people.
So that's how he helps to silence other opinions?
Yes, he used his policeman machine, you know? He had more than 5 million people in structures like police and something like that. It's a power structure.
Okay. Hold on, let's be careful because we're going.
Yeah.
It's Philly. All right, thank you. It's Philly. We need to get up here where we're safe, buddy. I want to hear more from you, but you're not a Phillies fan. You are.
All right, what's up?
Are you involved with this movement right now?
No,
or
we're just at the art museum.
So was I, and then I
Yes.
saw them.
I mean, they're right.
Yeah, it seems like they're against Putin, and I certainly am too.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think we can all be against Putin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who should we be for?
Progressive Democrats who want to do real change and promote equality and make it a meritocracy and not a plutocracy.
And honestly, people that don't want war.
Okay. Is there a candidate right now who said all these things?
No,
Okay.
sadly.
All right. That's what I'm hearing from people around the country. Thanks for your time. Go Phillies. No, we're going to get they're down in Williamsport. Right, Williamsburg. Where's the Little League World Series? Port? I think. Hey, just double check me, everybody. Sorry, but they're playing the breaker. They're going to win. We won huge yesterday. And actually, Trey got 2 home runs in 1 inning. So we got dragged back a little bit. We're going to go catch up with this group and see what they're up to and where they're going today. Thanks for coming along. All right, a little bit sidetracked. I'll check in with the chat. I'm sorry about that. All right, hey Sylvia, hey, is it Tamara or Tamara? I don't know, I'm sorry. It's good to see all y'all in the chat. Sorry that I was away from the chat for a little bit. Sun-kissed hello. It's important to think about the prisoners related to other countries in this country while we're looking at this protest, which is against prisoners in Russia and against Putin, okay? It's interesting to see a multinational group, all different races, genders, ages, out here saying the same message. Little microcosm of America, right? Yes. You guys have a message for the world about why you're here?
We against the war, against Putin. Putin is a killer. He
That's right.
killed the people.
That's right.
Halimgut Uralan.
What does that mean?
This means Kelmet, now our nationality. Go, Kelmet, go. Like this.
Okay, yeah, I bet he just made fun of me. $10.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one. You can see the police are following this group. X-Ray America is the cleanest one. X-Ray America. This is about the war in Ukraine, I think. I just showed up. I think they're against Biden, too. Got him. And the Philly police is here, which is good. They're keeping everybody safe. Philadelphia is locked on as far as the police department. I grew up here, and I've never had a problem once my whole life. So they're good people. And frankly, I came to the art museum to just ask people if they'd rather vote for the president or a cheesesteak. You know what I mean? And I ended up seeing all this. Surprise, surprise. Hey, do you guys think we're more free in the United States than Russia? Anybody think we're more free in America than Russia? Just, I think there are a lot of foreign contingents, so there's probably a nice handful of statecraft in this whole thing, which is wonderful to just show up for. Surprise. But I love to see people out here against Putin. That's something I can get down with. I can absolutely get down with that. The guy's an asshole. Hey. That's what I'm hearing. Putin's a killer, you know, but he was trained by like the spy services, right? So like he's gonna be a killer. He's in that line of work. Do you think that the killing is unjust? So the war in Ukraine, and I agree that there shouldn't be a war in Ukraine. You know, I think it's just killing people to kill people and make $1 off it, you know. All right, thanks. Anybody have a message for the world? I'm on X-Ray America and like 20 other channels. Any message about why you came here with the sign? Like, you have to really feel that shit to come out with the sign.
What do you mean, man?
I mean, you have to be emotionally involved in this thing. People don't just come off the street randomly. They have to be notified that there's a group event. So like, what is it that motivated you to come out and hold a sign? Every president who has an army is a killer.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So that's the message.
Yeah.
All right, 10-4. I'm just saying, like, you've really got to feel it or you're getting paid. You know? There should be some impetus. And I'm against that asshole too, don't get me wrong. He did like a 2-hour live stream with President Biden before the war. Whipped his ass in the conversation, knew he could do whatever he wanted, invaded Ukraine while we stood the fuck by. And according to the House Oversight Committee, President Biden took $10 million in bribes from Ukraine. And now we're all here protesting Putin. And I'm against Putin too. There you go. That's right. I think that we're doing a good job of killing Russians in Ukraine. That's good.
Свободу России, победу Украине! Свободу России, победу Украине! Свободу России, победу Украине! Свободу России, победу Украине! Россия будет...
And all of them are saying, we wish Joe Biden would do something about the war in Ukraine. We wish Joe Biden would do something against the war in Ukraine instead of taking bribes, according to house.oversight.gov. Congressman Comer said that Biden took $10 million in bribes from Ukraine, and we're all here protesting what's happening in Ukraine. Vote against that jerk. Thanks. Have a great day, everybody. Free Willy. And think about the J6 prisoners while you're all out here. All right, I said it for you guys. There you go. I saw it in the chat. And that's all I want to have to do with Russians. I need to go take a bath. I feel dirty from just filming it. How's it going? Nothing against Russians except like what happened in Niger. I don't know if you saw how Russia sponsored a coup. They killed the president that we had spent millions of dollars installing with statecraft. That was a mess. So, and then in Africa, Russia's pushing us too over electric car battery metals, right? Lithium, which now has to be processed in some African countries, which, you know, makes it a lot more expensive to export it. You have to pay for it to be processed too. This is the planetarium over here. They have an awesome, like, IMAX-y show. Hey. All right, guys, we're gonna take a little break. That was wild. Did you guys see that? Oh shoot, I just broke my tripod. Hold on. That was so weird. Sorry guys, this tripod is not the best. But I'm trying. Woo! Did you see that? Were you guys even there for that? How long has that been planned? Because I didn't tell anybody I was going to go to the art museum. And I just showed up at the art museum. I'm going to check in with the chat right now. So tell me whatever you want and I'll check in with the chat. I'm sorry I haven't even said hello to you guys really since this started. I didn't know what it was for. Woo! All right, let me turn the camera around. I'll just unplug the microphone, that'll be easier. There we go. All right, so we're in Philadelphia, and if you go back in the video, you're gonna see like this massive protest. I just went to the art museum to try to talk to citizens about what they think is going on in the country. And I ended up getting some really good B-roll video that I'm gonna post later tonight, which I think you're gonna love. Really high energy, high spirited, very opinionated interviews with some wrestling fans. And then I walked off the steps of the art museum and there was a whole mass of people. People were holding signs in a language that I can't read that looked like Russian, something with that alphabet. And so I went down and we started talking to people about prisoners. And we should all be aware that there are political prisoners in a lot of places in the country right now. I guess I'm bleeding. Did I cut myself? Damn. All right, we're gonna do a little first aid here, everybody. Woo! What a wild day. I'm bleeding for you, okay? Now, it's just like a big fish. Sometimes you can't catch a big fish until you bleed a little bit in the process, and you know. Sorry, that's a little bit nasty, but I have some basic first aid gear on me, and I'll just take care of that. Maybe you didn't expect that. Let me go up and say hello to you. I promised I would, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the viewers. I appreciate y'all coming on the channel and helping to share it through all the other channels, you know, on all the different platforms, okay? For doing such a great job for me, and for all of us, right? Kimber, hey, glad that you're here. Special hello to you. Yeah, my finger is bleeding. That's a really good call, thank you. We're gonna take care of that in a minute. I had no idea this was gonna happen, Angelina. I just showed up and started talking to people as usual. Right? Kind of wild. That flag's a little bit more American. Let's get that in the back. And the planetarium's over here. You'd probably rather see the planetarium. Hang on. The things I do for you. That's the planetarium behind me, guys. Here in Philadelphia. It's beautiful. I had no idea that this was going to be going on today. I'm sure we can give her a little space and get a picture over here. All right. I think I've thoroughly busted up this tripod as well as my hand. All right. Amateur hour over here on X-Ray America. I'm sorry, guys. I've busted my tripod in this unexpected live protest. If I knew there was going to be a protest, I would have brought more water and I would have brought a buddy. These guys were over there. I would have brought a buddy just to make sure I was a little bit more safe. I was walking in the road for some of those interviews with that guy from Russia. I interviewed this guy from Russia at this protest, and if you go back in the video, you can see it. And he said that he came here like 6 months ago. Everybody was against Putin. They were saying that Vladimir Putin was a bitch and a killer. And of course he's a killer. That's like kind of a, I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's a stupid message because he's the president of like a warring nation. Warring nations kill people. Of course he's a killer. He's the dumbest thing in the world. It's a true statement. But like, say something. If you're gonna leave your house and protest, say Joe Biden took $10 million in bribes from Ukraine, according to the House Oversight Committee in Congress. And it's on their .gov website, and you can go in my videos and watch it, and that's freaking crazy. So I guess all these people are protesting President Biden's policies by getting involved in this war in Ukraine, and it was good to come out and just interview some of them and to hear what they have to say. So again, if I knew this was going on, I would have brought a little safety buddy, you know. Go Phillies! Is it Williamsport or it's Williamsport, right? Where they're playing tonight? After winning huge last night, did you see Trey hit 2 home runs in 1 inning? Third Philly to ever do that. 2 home runs, 1 inning. Go Phillies. That's my message to the world. And for the record, God bless him. All right. Let me check in with the chat. That was kind of wild today, right? I totally didn't expect that, but it was super fun. I would have brought an extra battery. Would have brought more water. I do have some water though. Would have brought more first aid. My Leatherman, probably a multi-tool. What do you mean? Did I just admit to not having a multi-tool on me? Edit that. Sylvia, can you edit that? All right. Kimber says, thank you for all the information. It looks like Liberal Moms for America might be in the chat, who's, she's a smart one. You have to be careful for her. She's very smart. She is in the chat. Hey, thank you for being here. Rhonda, what's up? Ms. Root, nice to see you. Sylvia says, go Yankees. You know what? It's hard for me to ever say anything bad about you, Sylvia, but if you keep rooting for the Yankees, we're gonna have a conversation. Anybody have a favorite sports team? You can put it in the chat, and I'm gonna start to work my way back over this way. Gosh, that was a wild day. I guess all those people, how do you think they knew about it? Put it in the chat. This is interesting for me. Put it in the chat. How do you think all those people knew that there was a massive protest and that they should show up at the art museum and start marching away from the art museum? How do you think they knew? Is there like a network? Is there like an email listserv, do you think? And who do you think is on that listserv? I have questions. All those people show up at once to start yelling about Putin at one time in all those different languages. Who emailed those guys? Like, right? Wild. All right, you never know what's going to happen in Philly on X-Ray America. Let me turn you around and give you a better view. And I totally am bleeding. Nobody's going to do an interview with me while I'm bleeding. So we're going to have to address that right now. Put my hand in my pocket. Wild. So hey, while we're talking about it today, why don't you put in the chat what you think about the war in Ukraine? Again, I think that message they were saying is kind of bland. They weren't really saying one thing or another. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's your favorite part about America? Yeah, good. He said Pennsylvania. Great answer. Pennsylvania is a very diverse state, right? Joe and John out in Pittsburgh, 53 Rad out in Pittsburgh. Have some beautiful western hills in Pennsylvania, right? There's some trout fishing. It's not quite Colorado with the trout fishing. All right, I'm going to ask a question to these people. Cool. Thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. Awesome to have you. Hey, how are you? Hey, miss, how do you think we could make America better?
Be nice to people.
That's right.
It's very simple.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Hope
you.
you have a nice day.
You too.
Cool.
Oh, come here.
Hey, how's it going?
Good at you.
Good. Hey, how you doing?
Enjoy your day.
You too, man. Hey, how do you think we can make the country better if we could just give one message to America?
Be kind to others.
That's what she said. Right
Be
there.
kind.
Thank you.
Be
Yeah.
kind. If we be kind and stay at other people, it would be great. It would be great. It would be wonderful.
Thank you very much. I hope you have a nice day.
You too, guys.
Hey. All right. Well, that's... You said be nice.
We were just talking.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought I quoted you accurately. All right, good. I just like it when girls yell at me. Thank you. That's right. What's up? How you doing?
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you? I think I heard Spanish. Multinational group here today. Nice, I see an America shirt over there. There's Patriots in Philadelphia. Fear not. I gotta keep my hand in my pocket though because I did cut it. And so it looks kind of nasty. It looks kind of probably threatening to people. Nice to have support. No problem. I think some people behind me don't want to be on camera, and that's fine. I shook those people's hands with all that blood. That's actually pretty bad. I need to go wash my hands. We're gonna do that right now. Sorry, people. Go wash your hands. I like your shirt. What's the best part about America, do you think?
Best part about America is freedom is not free.
That's right. Thanks. All right. I think he says Idi Sula. I think that guy was in on the fix with those other guys with that accent. Wearing the American flag is the old look over here trick. Fun day. Random day in Philly. What's your favorite part about America?
Freedom.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, they say freedom. Hey, how are you? Do you think we're still free in America? Yes or no? Put it in the chat, please.
What do you say?
No, it was some bitches.
Hey, do you think we're still free in America? Do you think people are free in America? No. Why not? I agree.
No, I agree with you, but let's go.
All right, have a good day. Yeah, X-Ray America. She wanted to talk, but he was like, let's go, you're gonna take my girl. It's a Philly mentality. All right, if you're just joining us, I was at the art museum talking to people, and I'm gonna post some videos, that I was just taking as B-roll. And then I saw a pretty big protest event, and I got some very high-spirited interviews in the middle of the road with a man that came from Russia 6 months ago, who I've never met. I had no idea these people were gonna be here. I said that before I walked up, because I didn't know what they were gonna be protesting or supporting. All right, we had a fun one. I'm just working my way back towards these people. Woo! What a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. I didn't know we were gonna get that today. That was pretty good. I think you're really gonna like the other videos on my channel. So please go back and watch the other videos. They're gonna explain what we're talking about, with a lot of the statements, especially what's going on in Congress with the House Oversight Committee and the House Judiciary Committee. Hey, how you doing? Oops, sorry. Looks like there's a concert going on over here, and since I'm not monetized on this channel, we can go check it out if you want. No, it's not a concert at all. That's a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Hey, what's up? Go Phillies.
Hey, go Phils.
Hey, what's your favorite part about Philadelphia?
We live here.
Would you rather vote for Joe Biden or a cheesesteak? Have a good day. Would you guys rather vote for Joe Biden or a Philadelphia cheesesteak?
Never had one.
Oh, you should have one. Go to Pat's. Who would you rather vote for? Joe Biden or a cheesesteak? Guys, we're gonna go over there and see what's going on in a minute, but first I'm gonna sit down and fix my bleeding hand so people aren't repulsed. All right, well, first day in the field. What do we see? What do we have? All right. I'm too dumb to figure out how to respond to a message while I'm still on the phone here. Oh, never buy this brand of tripod. They're awful. I'll find out the name and I'll complain about it later. It's just my janky streaming skills. I'm sorry. All right. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's your favorite part about America? Are we still free in America? Would you rather vote for Joe Biden or a cheesesteak? Yeah. Have a good day. They're sleeping. All right, we're washing the blood off here. All right, it's kind of nasty. You know what I mean? I'm aware of how nasty that is, but I'm just bringing you with me. Just bringing you with me. And this is the jankiest tripod in the world. I'm sorry, I'll be getting a new one soon. I apologize for how it keeps flopping y'all around. Let's go see what's going on over here. If you go back in the video, it's kind of wild. There's a whole protest going on. They're talking about political prisoners. I think that while we talk about those political prisoners in Russia, like Evan Gershkovich, I think that we should also talk about how foreign governments hijack the opportunity of any protest to say whatever they want. Did I say that out loud? I think that we should also talk about people who have been locked up in the United States for various reasons, you know, for various reasons that were later proven to be, you know, insufficient or inappropriate. And that looks like a park with kids, so we're just gonna stay away from that and go back to the art museum. That's right, get some. He's like Rocky Balboa. I'm gonna take you up the art museum steps. You'll be able to take the same route that Rocky took. And that's the art museum right over there. I don't know if you can see it from where you are, but just on the other side of that tree line is the art museum. They're rolling. All right, and this is whatever the Just Dance event is, but again, looks like a bunch of people with their kids. It's not really anything I'm trying to get down with right now. Yeah, man, you got a favorite candidate in the presidential election? You got a candidate you would vote for? Yeah, me too. Thank you. You said not really. And we're gonna go right up here to the art museum. Sorry, four-finger point. I gotta keep that in mind with you guys. And I know it's a little bit windy. I'll duck out of the wind when we get up to the art museum. And for now, I'll just kind of show you what's going on over here. Looks like there's a big group down here as well. You see this big group down here? Let me show you what I'm looking at. It's a massive group staged right down here. All right, might be time to go. They're all on bikes. Might be time to go check it out. Don't make better media. All right, what do you guys think? Put it in the chat. Do you want to go to the art museum or do you want to go over and check out all these bikers? And I'll take you, I have to go up this way anyway to the intersection. But put it in the chat, please. Do you want to go see all the guys on bicycles? There are a lot of them. Or do you want to go to the art museum? The bikers are down here. Big group. I wonder where they're going. I bet they come up right here. Oh, here they come. Look at these guys. Yeah, yeah. Look at all these guys. Nice, they're stunting for me. That's right. Let's see your best move. That's right. Nice. Yeah, good job, red shirt. That's right. Hope you guys have a safe ride. Good ride, yep. That was cool to see. How you doing? This guy just came and did a U-turn right here, right by me. Did you see that? This guy rode up here, did a U-turn and looked at me and went back. Maybe he's their security. Yeah, that's not good. That was weird. This is where we're going over here at the art museum. All right, thanks. Welcome. If you're just joining me, it was pretty wild earlier. We're gonna go back to the art museum and do some more interviews. Did some pretty high-spirited interviews earlier today. Looks clear I'm gonna make a run for it. This is Philly, so you gotta move when you get the chance. I'm gonna crosswalk. Be cool. All right, we're gonna do this one step at a time. Art museum straight behind me. We were just down here. It's a protest against Putin and Russia and the war in Ukraine. And I didn't expect to come across that. It was interesting to see. We interviewed some, I don't know if they're Japanese or what, right? But some Asian people. We interviewed a Russian guy who came to the United States 6 months ago. There were a bunch of people there, and they were all just saying Putin is a killer. And it's like, well, of course he's a killer. He was like trained by the KGB, and he's a president of like a warring nation. So he's literally ordering deaths, which is scary. You know what I mean? But of course he's a killer. Like, that's literally his job, to be a killer in some instances, right? Or it was. One person had a sign that said that more than 500 children had been killed by Putin in Ukraine. And these people, you have to think about it, like, they care enough about this issue that they made a sign. They went to a store, they bought art supplies, they thought of a message, they wrote a message, and then they sent it out to the world. They showed up, they got in their car or truck or whatever, they drove here to Philadelphia. They probably paid to park. And then they marched down the street. They assembled at the art museum and by the Rocky Steps, and then they marched downtown. Well, you've really got to feel something to do that. But none of them really had a message. Maybe they didn't speak English. Some of them did. And the ones who did and the ones who had signs in English were talking about people who've been imprisoned by Vladimir Putin. That's what that whole like protest down there was about. Go Phillies. That's right. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I just pretended to kick a Tesla so I didn't have to run when I was jaywalking. That was my fault. I apologize. But I think that Tesla would have broken apart if it hit me. Hey, I'm just kidding. The batteries on the Tesla are thousands of pounds. Check me on that. More than 1,000 pounds. All right, let me turn you around. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. There's some more bikers. It's pretty cool. Check this out. It's pretty cool. We'll see how they park. What's up? How you doing? What's your favorite part about America?
My favorite part about America?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I don't know. I like everything.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. Have a good day. He says he likes everything about America. Well, that's kind of passive. So as you even approach the art museum, which is a beautiful building with incredible architecture here in Philadelphia, just really, before you even walk in and see a work of art, you're looking at the building, which is itself a work of art. And some of the statues around the building are incredible, right? These are the Rocky Stairs right here. All right, now I know a lot of you guys ride motorcycles and bikes. Do you think they did a good job parking? Check it out. What's up, guys? Check out these bikes. I know a lot of you are into this. If TQ in Indiana is looking at this, I know that you and Lisa's son, like built the bikes that won all those awards. Hey, what's up? Are you guys part of like a group in Philly?
No, not really.
Just a group of friends that rides together?
Riding around.
Cool. Hey, how Do you think there's anything we could do, like in America, to be a better country? Is there anything that you could think of? You can say anything you want.
Change the president.
That's right. The president took $10 million in bribes from Ukraine, according to the House Oversight Committee in Congress. I'm with this guy. This guy says change the president. I'm with him. Yep. So TQ and Lisa, here are all the bikes for you. Look at these guys. That's pretty cool. This guy's up, look. Oh, he's on the wheelie. Sweet. Maybe they'll come back. How's it going? Pretty cool. This is what all the bikes look like. I'll take you down here in a second and show them to you. What did Ridgeline say? Everybody agrees with Ridgeline. What about all the children killed in Hawaii? Where's money for them? Can a few billion go to them rather than Ukraine? That's right. In fact, if you're interested, the United States has already spent $100 billion on the war in Ukraine. And all the United States intelligence services alone get $90 billion in money we could talk about. So like 100 billion versus 90 billion, it's fucking doggone ridiculous. That's what I say. How are you spending your money and why? What is the opportunity cost of bad decisions? That's what I say. And are they going to do wheelies again or what? That's what I'm asking. Because that shit was cool. It smells really good. Not as good as a convoy, but pretty good. Hey, what's up, guys? You think we're, are you guys from here? ¿De dónde están? Yeah, vosotros, ¿de dónde están ustedes? De México. ¿Hay libertad en México ahorita?
Ya, nosotros trabajamos visa de trabajo aquí.
Ah, bueno, hay mucho trabajo para ustedes aquí.
Sí.
Ay, bueno, espero contento que están aquí. Dígame, ¿qué es el problema? ¿Hay un problema con la cartel en México? ¿Hay libertad en México?
De donde somos nosotros, sí.
Ok.
Está muy tranquilo. Es muy separado de la zona norte, nosotros somos en medio.
¿Problema está por medio o
No,
por el
norte,
sur?
norte.
Norte, el problema es
y sur.
norte.
Nosotros somos centro.
Ok.
México.
Muchas gracias.
Sí.
Yeah, tenga buen día.
Igualmente,
All right.
gracias.
Yeah, thanks, man. All right, so if you don't speak Spanish, these guys were saying that they're from Mexico, but they work here. They're here because they work here. And I asked them about the cartel, and they said they mess with, you know, it's not that bad. It's worse depending on where you are geographically. And they said the cartel is worse in the northern part of Mexico and the central part of Mexico. And, you know, when I was in Texas at Rio Grande National Park, I was camping in the backcountry on the Rio Grande River, and 4 illegals came across my campsite. And, you know, I drew and loaded my weapon, and I was able to repel 2 of them. But 2 of them took off on their mules. So I certainly imagine that that's what's going on. I saw it. People are getting pictures with the Rocky statue right here. Yo, Adrian, you know what I mean? Trying to make $1. I got you. But he's not bothering people, yelling and screaming at people. I respect that. Hey, how do you think we can make America better? You think we're still free in America? You think Joe Biden's doing a good job? Would you rather vote for Joe Biden or a cheesesteak? I would vote for the Philadelphia cheesesteak. All right, Joe Biden took, according to Congress, to the House Oversight Committee on their website, Congressman Comer, President Biden took $10 million in bribes. Now, Sarah Biden took bribes too, and Hunter Biden took bribes. But according to the House Oversight Committee, it's on their .gov website, President Biden took $10 million in bribes. And he's absolutely asleep. He's done nothing for anybody. Please don't vote for him. Vote for anybody else. I don't care who you vote for. Vote for a cheesesteak for the love of Rocky. But you know what I mean? We got to fight back as citizens. We can't keep taking this shit or we're going to keep losing our freedom. All right? Be peaceful and nonviolent, but think about Martin Luther King and wake up. All right, what's up, Segways? Sorry, Rocky was a fighter. I'm from Philly. I wanted to just let those people know, since none of them would support that guy. You know, I don't want to bother people, but there's a Rocky statue. Rocky's a fighter. He would want it. He would fight out of the corner. You know what I mean? Rocky wouldn't bitch down. If Rocky knew that President Biden took $10 million in bribes, according to the House Oversight Committee and Congressman Comer, he'd lose his shit. Bum 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 bum. What's up? Thanks, Coach. Yo, Adrian! I can do it. Come on, you're coming with me. Yes, ma'am, we're gonna do it. That's right. All right, sorry, that was my little weird moment. All right, are you not entertained? That's right, you can do it. Good job. All right, good job. That's right, look at everybody exercising now. As Americans and as just people of the world, we need to be healthier. Good job, everybody. Get some. Good job, guys. Way to go. Are you sure group? Good job.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to go for a walk, America. Keep it healthy. Good job. That's one of the finest views in the country. Yeah, Philly is an East Coast city, so you tell me an East Coast city that doesn't vote that way. Maybe some in Florida or Georgia, but I don't know. No, not in Atlanta. No way. It's a Democrat city. Name one city on the East Coast that's not a Democrat city. Major city. Baltimore, Philly, New York, Boston. Right? Why do you think that is?
Okay. The winning team. Now, one back down.
Oh, thank you so much for posting the website to the House Oversight Committee. It was Congressman Comer who published that report. And the report, it lays out the Biden family bribe scheme on a .gov website and a congressional document. It's on the House Oversight Committee's website. And the Art Museum is beautiful. I mean, it is iconic Philadelphia. I can't go to Philly without showing you this beautiful architecture. For 2 or 3 hours, right? And that's Joe Biden's like hometown, so it probably voted for him. Unfortunately, it's steel country, but you know, you never know. You do know, but you have to trust the data set.
So the first one with the square on top is the headquarters on us, and the second one with the tower is
If you're just showing up, go back in the video. There's some wild stuff from a protest that was going on against Vladimir Putin and against the war in Ukraine. And it was a good opportunity to talk about the Wall Street Journal, Evan Gershkovich, who's imprisoned in Russia. And again, he's a Wall Street Journal reporter and he should be released. Okay. Hey, how are you guys? Good, thank you. Cool shirt. What's your favorite part about America?
Huh?
Are you visiting the United States?
No.
What's your favorite part about America?
Favorite part about America? Oxygen.
Yeah, I like that. How can we make our country better? There's plenty wrong with it. Hey, how are you, young man? I keep the camera off.
Get rid of the old man.
Yeah,
Joe Biden.
I hear that. I think he's doing a terrible job. And
That's right.
you know, he took $10 million in bribes, according to the U.S. Congress. Congressman
That's right.
Comer said it. you know, and he published it with the Oversight Committee.
Yeah.
What do you think are the most impactful policies of President Biden or policy failures of President Biden that have impacted you and your family?
Well, I don't live in this country. I live in Mexico.
Okay.
So I don't give a fuck what happens really. I'm American, but
You working in Mexico right now?
I work on the internet.
Oh,
So
okay.
I pay American taxes. I don't know. I'm not affected that way. What is this, InfoWars?
No, man, this is X-Ray America. You know, it's like an underground channel where I just talk to the people, you know, and I'm all shadow banned online. So all these people send it out on a bunch of different channels.
Nice.
And I'm just trying to like let the people know people are like them and that like they should take action with their skills, you know, to try to make the world, their country, whatever, better.
Believe that, yeah. You got a good...
Thanks, man.
Keep going, bud.
Cool. Have a good one. That's cool. He's an American. He said he works online. And then he's working in Mexico. That was cool. All right. He said, get rid of the old man. Yeah, good job. Well done. All right, everybody. That's it. That's the best view in Philadelphia. One of them, anyway. All right, cool. That guy seemed all right. I hope you enjoyed the view. I hope you enjoyed the show today. A little bit different than what I expected to happen, but everybody was safe. It all went well. We came back to where we started, and we got to show you what some people think, for sure. You got a lot of perspectives of what Americans think. Thank you so much to the moderators, Sunkiss, Silly. You know, Mark, I see you in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I need to hydrate, right? I see that you guys have had a good conversation. Yeah, yo, Adrian is right, Mark. All right, everybody. Thanks very much for joining me from the Art Museum in Philadelphia. I'll leave you with General Anthony Wayne behind me. And what do you think General Wayne would say about this today? And is his restaurant on the main line haunted? Who knows? Anthony Wayne. All right, see you later, General Wayne. Actually, if I take you around, I tell you what, you have to come to Philadelphia to see the last thing, but, you know, former Supreme Justice of the United States of America, another statue in the front. I think it's John Marshall. He's up in the front. So, that's it. I'm going to leave you where we started. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye.